going on, YouTube? It's Paul Piper back here with you. And tonight we're going to be doing another over-the-counter pipe tobacco review. And we're going to be reviewing Prince Albert Soft Vanilla. And I'm smoking the Middleton pipe that I refurbished in my video a couple weeks ago. So this is the first time I've smoked out of it, and I thought that something like Prince Albert Soft Vanilla might not be a bad blend to introduce to this reborn pipe. Now, the soft vanilla comes in your pouch. I think they stopped making it in the larger bags. They were selling bags that were 8 or 12 ounces. Now it's just in this 1.5 ounce pouch. Again, made by John Middleton of Limerick, Pennsylvania. Middleton makes the other Prince Alberts, makes Middleton's Cherry Blend, Carter Hall. That's about all that they do anymore. They've kind of really cut back on their offerings here in the last couple years. But I'll go ahead and read the marketing that's on the inside of the pouch. It says, Prince Albert Soft Vanilla Pipe Tobacco, premium quality, excellent value, also available in 9-ounce poly bags. So it was 9 ounces. I don't think that those are manufactured anymore. So this pouch was obviously a little bit old. I got it at a like a cigarette shop that actually carries a pretty good selection of over-the-counter blends. And this is a Cavendish. So go ahead and see if you can see that. It's a ribbon cut. Smells good. I mean, like most of your Cavendish tobaccos, gonna have that sweet aroma. Now, as far as this being fruitiness, I mean, I know it's soft vanilla, so that topping apparently is vanilla, but it also smells of fruitiness, maybe a little bit of alcohol. So grab your pipe or a cigar, or put a Chica Chew in with me here. We'll go ahead and do a fresh light on this. I'm sure that the room note is pretty agreeable on this. I mean, as a aromatic, I believe my wife has commented that she likes the smell of this blend when I'm smoking it. A lot of times I smoke in the house. I mean, if I ever start to see any sort of evidence of that in a negative way, I might stop, but until then, I'm spending a lot more time out in my shop, in my garage. But I typically, if I'm sitting out on the porch in the rocking chair, I'll smoke, because usually that's out of the wind. I mean, it's an open porch, but that's not a bad place. But a lot of times, I'm not too big on being out, you know, just because you deal with the elements and stuff. I mean, if it's a perfect day for a pipe, okay. A lot of times in those those occasions. If I'm outside and it's less than perfect conditions, I'll chew. I prefer to sit and smoke a pipe indoors, contemplate, enjoy the flavors and the intricacies of the smoke. And if you're tooling around outdoors doing something, probably not going to really be focusing on that. And that's why one of your, I guess, monochromatic blends, your everyday blends, Sir Walter Raleigh for me, they don't really make you think about what you're smoking too much. They're just good. And that's kind of where this falls in. I mean, is it going to knock your socks off? No. Is it going to be something that you can light up, not really have to mess with? I mean, it's going to light and stay lit. Is it going to have a fairly pleasing aroma for those around you? Yeah. Are you going to get a lot of good flavor or anything out of it? I mean, do I taste anything? No. This stuff is pretty boring, pretty bland. Not offensive. It's not going to bite your tongue or make you want to toss it. It's very soft. I mean, the name implies what it is. Soft vanilla with, when you smoke it, probably less of the fruitiness. But that alcohol, you do get that. So, as a change of pace, maybe for your everyday, if you like aromatics, if you like over the counter, pick up a pouch. I mean, it's cheap. But for my money, I mean, in the Prince Albert line, I'd much rather have the original. Original has a really good flavor to it. That cocoa and kind of chocolatey, get more of the burley nuttiness. I like Prince Albert Original. I prefer Sir Walter Raleigh to it, but it's close. It's very close. And Carter Hall is right there with Prince Albert. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, you know, as far as what's going on with me, I recently started working from home a couple days a week, and really nice. It's different. It's a lot different because I'm used to a significant commute, 45 minutes to an hour. So now that I can work from home a couple days a week, got everything set up, home office, it's kind of nice. But then again, it's a little weird too, because before, my house was kind of my refuge. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm home. Don't really have to do too much. I mean, you might have to answer emails and that sort of thing, but, now I'm kind of inclined to say, I've got everything in there set up. It's nice and convenient. I'm going to go in and do some work. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, So I gained the convenience of not having to, get in my truck and commute and do all that, and then come back in the evening and do the same thing. So that was a benefit, but now I'm, feeling more, I guess, inclined to keep on working. So, just got to find a balance. Like so many things in life, you just have to find a balance. So, when I say that I'm calling it quits for the day or for the night, done. What is nice, though, is that I can smoke my pipe while I work. It's pretty cool. And I can't do that the other days when I have to go in. Which, can you just think about that for a second? I mean, people used to be able to smoke everywhere. At work, at school. Professors smoking their pipes while they're lecturing. We've come so far in such a short period of time on taking away our freedoms, and just little things, bit by bit, keep chipping away, and it's sad. And what's even more sad is that people are oblivious to it. They don't know. And when you think about that, it's because it's constant little changes over a relatively long period of time. So when that happens, keep having new generations, new young people who never remembered and never experienced the past, the freedoms that are now gone. So they don't question things. Like I said, and then they go to school and get educated, and they don't learn about anything, and they're just clueless their whole lives. So, I don't know. It's something that I think about sometimes, And smoking's a perfect example. I guess maybe that's why, part of the reason why I enjoy it so much is that, it's a way for me to manifest my desire to be free, my individuality. I mean, there's other people, I guess you could say you're trying to be a poser, a conformist or something in the YPC or the YTPC. But I don't know. I've never been one that was, oh, that's bad for you. Oh, you shouldn't do that. And I say, why? And, I'm going to make my own decision. Don't tell me what to do. So, oppositional defiance disorder, I don't know, maybe. But anyway, if you're out and you still see this stuff around, I don't know how many places carry it anymore. I mean, in other parts of the country. Pick it up just so you could say that you've tried it before it goes by the wayside. Of the Middleton blends, I really just hope that they continue to produce Prince Albert Original and Carter Hall. Keep doing that. Don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. So, promise me, Middleton, don't get rid of it. But this stuff, it'll probably go sooner rather than later, like so many others. But anyway, I'm going to try a new catchphrase. I never really had a catchphrase. I just said, it's been Paul Piper. Take care. Will Frites. It's not his real name. He was commenting on catchphrases. So one that Hank Williams used to do at the end of his radio broadcast was, "If the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, see you next time." I like that. It's very, very country, and comes from the man himself, Hank Williams. So I'll try that one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I might go back, just the old boring one that I had. But if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, I'll see you next time.